The Texas backroads can lead to almost anywhere. They can reveal things long forgotten, things not so much buried as simply passed by. In an overgrown field outside of Temple, Texas, I found someone to whom I owed my life, a man who died 100 years before I was even born. His name was Dock Cortez Hamrick. Lately, my apartment has begun to fill with the tools of a soldier's trade, if that soldier had fought in the American Civil War, that is. It is all part of a desire to connect with my direct ancestor, Dock Cortez Hamrick, one of 4 brothers who fought in the Civil War. Dock, or DC as he was called, was the first Hamrick to come to Texas, and, I recently discovered, he was buried in a settler's cemetery outside of Temple. My parents and I decided to take a trip to Old Cedar Creek Cemetery, a place long abandoned and forgotten, looking for DC. Like many of the places I visit on a VTrip, Cedar Creek is down a dirt road, so covered in brambles that I didn't even see it the first time I passed by. I had to stop and reverse, after glimpsing the worn gate out of the corner of my eye. I knew Cedar Creek was no longer used, but what I found surprised me, even though I'm used to seeing places that are forgotten. When I passed through the gate that must have been put up at some point by someone who had once cared for this place, I saw nothing that looked like a cemetery, or even the remains of one, just mesquite, brush, and cactus. It's funny how impermanent, but still kind of lasting, things can be. The cemetery is forgotten, but I'll find something, some token of people who lived and died in a very different world. Standing there, I was reminded of another cemetery I visited, in a place called Sterling. Once it had been one of the very first settlements in Texas. Now the resting place of over 400 Texas pioneers is likewise covered in brush, thorn, and dirt, forgotten except by those who seek it out. My parents and I crossed the cactus and dry creek bed, looking through the brush for anything that resembled a pioneer cemetery. And then we saw it. A single stone in a small clearing. From there we found others, all forgotten, but nevertheless still there. Who were they, I wonder? How do they live? How did they die? Do they still have family? How many people know about these stones in this clearing? 20? 10? What happens when that number dwindles to nothing? Some kind of cane has overgrown this place, making for a surreal trek. You have to duck to get by, almost wade through it. It is a bit symbolic of this whole place, of what we are doing. But even through the chutes, we see remnants of the past, remnants of stories, families, lives, but not DC.
I have no idea where he is. We're looking. I have no idea where Doc is.
And then my dad cries out, and we found him. A small obelisk for a man who was 19 when he fought in the Civil War, and 42 when he died in Texas. DC Hamrick. Born January 17th, 1843. Died 1885. Gone, but not forgotten.
This is us. This is us in DC. Right here.
Without his life, my father and I would not exist. We have traced our family back to this one man, soldier, pioneer, laid to rest in a forgotten place. Gone, but no longer forgotten.